Hello everyone, in this video we are just going to install Python as well as Anaconda distribution interface which we are going to use throughout this lecture series for programming in Python programming language. Let's get started. So there are many ways to run Python and one of the most familiar way is running the python.py script, and also you can run the Python code in a notebook environment, and which we are going to see throughout this series of videos. And the IDE or the user environment that we are going to use for programming in Python is Anaconda distribution series. So I'm just searching for Anaconda downloads in my browser, and you will be diverted to this anaconda.com downloads tab, and in this link just click on this link and open it. And how you can download this Anaconda distribution for Python is you just want to give your email address right over here. I'm just going to give my email address, and once you give your email address just click on this checkbox and click on submit. You will get an email to your email address that you are providing right over here. So using that link in that email you will be able to download and install the Anaconda distribution for Python, which is just a user development environment along with the navigator launch tool for various apps that is related to Python. And we are just going to use the Jupyter notebook, which is a part of the navigator launch tool of Anaconda distribution for Python throughout this series for programming in Python. I'll tell you the advantages of using the Jupyter network. Now let's get started with the installation process. I'm just going to give my email address and go to my inbox. So I have clicked the submit button right over there, and I got the email. You can see here, this is the mail from Anaconda distribution downloads page, and here you can get a link to download the software. As soon as you click to this particular link, you will be diverted to this particular page right over here. This is the downloads page, and in this page if you scroll a little bit down, you can see there are various installation options available. One is the Windows installer on the left, and on the middle you can see this is for the Mac OS, and on the right you can see the possible downloads for Linux OS. And in my case I'm just using the Windows OS, so I'm just clicking on this particular 64-bit graphical installer for installing the software. My download has been started, so let's wait for a while for download to complete. Now my download has been completed. You can see this is the setup that has been downloading before, or we just downloaded before. I'm just putting this inside the downloads folder. Now let's get started with installing this particular Anaconda distribution for Python app onto our PC. Just double click on this, or if it is not allowing you to install, just right click and run it as the administrator. In some case it will be asking you to run as administrator. If it is not prompting you to ask, just proceed with the double clicking this setup. The first tab, just click on next. Here click on I agree, and click on next here also. And if you want to change the path of the installation process, just click on this browse and change the relevant path if you really need to change that. Else just click on next. Here click on this checkbox of add anaconda 3 to my path environment variable. So what this does is it will just set this anaconda 3 as the base for Python software. And usually what we are going to do here is we are just going to install the Python through this anaconda 3, and we are not going to move to python.org for installing the Python separately. Instead we are just going to install the Python using this anaconda distribution for Python. So this anaconda installer will automatically install the Python to our PC. And for setting this anaconda 3 as the base for Python, just click on this checkbox. Since we are just going to use this particular anaconda distribution for Python, which is the open source software, as the base for running our Python codes throughout this course or toward this playlist, we are just going to click on this checkbox I recommend you to do this and then click on install. You can see my installation is going on my PC and my anaconda distribution for Python is being installed. Let's wait for a while to finish off this installation process. And our installation process has been completed, and now just click on next, and here uncheck these two checkboxes and click on finish to complete your anaconda distribution for Python installation process. That's it. We have successfully installed the anaconda distribution for Python, which is an open source platform or navigator, launchpad navigator for Python programming development. For opening the anaconda distribution for Python, just type in anaconda right over here in your search tab and you will get this anaconda navigator. Just click on this. You will get the anaconda navigator. You can see the navigator is loading for the first time in my PC. It's initializing. So you can close this particular sign in tab if it is not recommended or if you're not going to sign in using your email ID. And here you can see this is the anaconda navigator, and on the screen you can see bunch of development environments that has been installed onto your PC, and you can launch to any one of the environment for developing the Python scripts. And among these you can see PyCharm Professional, Anaconda AI Navigator, Anaconda Cloud Notebooks, Anaconda PowerShell Prompt, Anaconda Prompt, Jupyter Lab, Jupyter Notebooks, Qt Console, Spider, VS Code, and I don't want this to show. VS Code, EduBlocks, Watson, Oracle, PyScripts, CMD, EXE Prompt, Console Shortcut, Mini Anaconda, and so on. So these are all various IDEs which you can use for developing the Python scripts. And among these, we are just going to use this particular Jupyter notebook for developing or unlearning Python over the playlist that you are watching. So I hope you are pretty much clear in installation process of this Anaconda Navigator to your PC, whether it is a Windows, Mac, or Linux. And yeah, I just explained you step by step how to install this particular Anaconda Navigator for Python. You don't want to install Python separately, go into python.org. This that is done by Anaconda Navigator itself. And coming to the Anaconda Navigator tabs, this is the home tab which shows you the various apps that you can launch for developing the Python scripts. And the second tab is the environment tab, which is the root tab for creating or for upgrading packages available in Python. And if you are familiar in programming in Python, you will be knowing what packages are. And for upgrading the packages from one version to another version, from base version to future version, you will be using this environment tabs. You will learn about this particular environment tab in future videos. And coming to the learnings tab, you can see you will get a bunch of links which will support you in learning process through documentations or through training videos. In the community tab, you will get another set of links which will focus on exploring more communities or supporting your works. So you can also explore this community tab. Coming to the home, let's get started with the Jupyter notebook that we are going to use throughout this series. Just click on the launch button in the Jupyter notebook, and basically this Jupyter notebook uses local Chrome browser for running. So whenever you click on this launch right over here, you will get the Jupyter notebook open in the Chrome browser. Just click on this. So before Opening the Jupyter Notebook, make sure that Google Chrome is set as the default browser and click on the Jupyter Notebook launch button so that the Jupyter Notebook will be automatically opened through the Chrome browser like this. So this is the base page for Jupyter Notebooks, and here you can see a navigator tool for our PC. So this is my C drive. You can see all the folders that is available in my C drive is located right over here: desktop, documents, downloads, favorites, links, etc. And if I go to Anaconda 3, you can see all these folders are available inside the Anaconda folder inside the C drive. So for creating a new folder right over here, just click on the drop down near new and click on new folder, and here you can name this folder by clicking on rename and type in the name Python scripts. I have just created a new folder inside my C drive in my PC. I am opening that. Here it is an empty folder. Just now we created this particular folder. So what I will do is I am just going to create the Python notebook for developing our Python script. So first and foremost thing that we want to do is we just want to create a Python file for writing down our Python program, or create a notebook file for writing down the Python script. Just click on the drop down new on the right top corner of the window and just click on Python. You can see the untitled .ipynb file format has been created, and that is open right over here. So here you can save this by clicking on save icon right over here, and you can start typing your Python code right over here. For example, I'm just going to type in like 4 plus 3, and when you click on run and run selected cell, you can see the output of the line that you have typed is 7, which has been responded right below the line that you have typed. So this is how notebook is very helpful in learning the Python code line by line. So that is why I recommended this Jupyter notebook for learning Python over other environments. We will also go through the process of running python.py files by writing your Python scripts in notepad environment in future videos, but we will be using most oftenly this particular notebook for learning through all the Python programming language. So I hope you were able to install this Anaconda distribution for Python, and also you were able to create a new file by launching this Jupyter notebook, and you are able to run a sequence of expressions in Python in this Jupyter notebook in this particular video. And you can also delete this particular script pynb file that you have created by clicking on delete icon right over here, or you can rename this by clicking on rename and typing some name according to your requirement. For deleting this particular file, you can just click on this delete by selecting this file and click on delete. You see it has been deleted. So this is how you can create a new notebook inside the Jupyter notebook for writing down your Python script, and also this is how you can run the Python script that is developed inside the Jupyter notebooks by clicking on run selected cell, which we have demonstrated just before in this particular video. I hope you learned something new in this video. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.